everybody, welcome to Stamping with Melva. My name's Melva Peters and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in British Columbia, Canada, and you can find me online at stampingwithmelva.com. It's Thursday. Normally on Thursdays I come on with a mystery challenge and I share that mystery challenge for you earlier in the day. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm introducing a new kind of thank you program where I'm going to send out a make and take kit for orders over $50. And first of all, I should say, if you're on watching me, please give me the thumbs up if you can hear me. Yesterday, for some reason, the sound wasn't on for the first little bit, and I don't know what happened because I didn't do anything. So hopefully you can hear me. All right, so my thank you program started August 15th. So for the next 2 weeks, if you place an order with me for $50 or more, you're going to get a make and take kit with 3 cards in it, and the cards feature just my type. So I'm going to show you how to make the cards. All of the measurements and everything you need will be in the kit. So I'm not going to go through that today, but I'm going to show you how to put the cards together. They're 3 using the same stamp set, but 3 quite different cards. So hopefully you'll like them. Now, if you put an order in of $75 or more, I'm going to send you the embellishments that go with this kit that you can use. So hopefully this will make sense, and it's just a thank you, way to thank you for your orders for the next while. All right, so let me switch over and I will show you how to put these cards together. Again, hopefully give me the thumbs up that you can actually hear me, because I'm not sure if you can't. I'm not sure what's going on because it says I have a mic. All right, so this is the Just My Type stamp set. I love this stamp set. I took typing for, gosh, grade 7, I think I started. So I think I took it for 5 years in school. It definitely made things a lot easier when I got in working after I graduated from school. But I loved typing, and of course I learned to type on a manual typewriter, which there probably doesn't even exist manual typewriters anymore, but that's what I learned on. Okay, this is the stamp set we're going to use. So the first card is going to be a card in Bubble Bath. I kind of was making this card in honor of the Barbie movie, which I have not seen, but gosh, it looks popular. So we're going to make a Bubble Bath card. Again, I'm not going over all the measurements for these cards because they'll be all cut for you in the make and take kit. So the card base is Bubble Bath. Of course, it's scored and burnished with your bone folder. Now, I cut a piece, so I've got a piece of Berry Burst, which of course you have to have Berry Burst and Bubble Bath together. This paper is from the Delightfully Eclectic. Actually, all of the paper I'm using in this kit is from the Delightfully Eclectic Designer Series paper. It's just so pretty. I've used this one a lot. All sorts of very different paper on this one. I thought about using the stripes, but I've decided to use the Designer Series paper. So this piece of Designer Series paper will adhere on to this piece of Berry Burst. And then I've got a layer of basic white. So this is going to go on to the basic white in just a minute. But before we do that, you're going to stamp, get things out of the way here. You're going to stamp a couple of things. So from this stamp set, we're going to grab the flowers, which I actually haven't used yet, so I'm kind of excited. And you're also going to grab the hello stamp, all the little round letters for hello. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to just bring this back because it would be better if I had got that on straight, but it's too late now. Okay, so this will go down kind of, aligned here with the bottom. And basically we're going to stamp some flowers across the top. And I think you can probably stamp 3 sets of flowers. So I'm just going to kind of position here with this where it's going to go. Oopsie. And then I'm going to stamp in the middle first, so we'll do this one. And they don't have to be perfectly level or even. So we've got the flowers now. And I just want the stems to be kind of covered. So it's going to go like that. So no typewriter on this one. But the colors are in honor of the Barbie movie, which I guess probably I need to see one of these days. I remember as a kid getting a Barbie that was articulating. The arms, the legs moved, which they'd never had those before. It was quite a thing. I won it on some contest my grandmother entered for me. It was very cool. Okay, and then this piece can go on like that. And then you can take, I've got some berry burst. So if you've got berry burst Stampin' Blends, you can use those. We're just going to do some coloring of the flowers. So I'm going to do them all kind of the same. I'm using the light berry burst, but if you want to switch it up and use the light and the dark, or if you've got a marker or you want to add in the bubble bath ones, you can do that. So I'm just kind of coloring them, not doing any blending. They're really too small to do much blending. So we'll just color. All right, now if you wanted to, you can also color the leaves in garden green. I'm not going to take the time to do that, but you can certainly do that. And then the last thing we're going to do is will be a piece of basic white in the kit. And so using berry burst, we're going to ink that up, get it going the right way. And we're going to stamp hello. Oops, I need to speed. We'll see that. Hopefully that's pretty straight. Not too bad. All right, and we're just going to put that across like that. And you can use, oopsie, dimensionals for this. All right, so hopefully this is making sense. This is card number 1 that will be in the kit. Again, it will be 3 cards in the kit, and you'll get the kit for an order of $50. And if you put an order of $75 in, you will get the package of, these are the Sequence Trio. Okay. So it's pretty peacock white and then the pink ones. So on the inside of the card, just stamp the flowers in the corner. Now, if you don't have the Just My Type stamp set, you can substitute something else to use with your make and take kit. There'll be lots that you probably have in your stash if you don't have this particular one. Okay, now let's add some of the, I think these are berry burst. I'm not positive. They kind of look like they're berry burst, but they're pink anyway, so they will go really well with this card. Okay, there is card number 1 that will be in your make and take kit. So hopefully that's easy enough to make. Okay, so let's put that to a side and let's move on to card number 2. So this one is in black and Poppy Parade. So again, this is another piece of the designer series paper from, oh gosh, isn't that pretty, of the Delightfully Eclectic. Unfortunately cover that one over. And so we're going to use this one with the kind of rainbows. So we're going to adhere that on. So then there's a piece of Poppy Parade and then a piece of basic white. So take the basic white. This time we're going to actually use that typewriter. And get another block for the typewriter. And we're going to put a piece of paper in our typewriter, and we're going to put thank you. So this is really cool. So you can type or stamp the typewriter, and then there are these two pieces of paper, and these two sentiments fit, and the high will fit onto that piece of paper, which is quite cool. All right, so we're going to stamp this one's going to have a Poppy Parade typewriter, which is almost the color that I used to use. They were Olivetti, if I remember correctly. Actually, I'm going to stamp the tuxedo black piece of paper first so that I make sure I have room for it. So I'm going to stamp that at the top with thank you, and then we'll stamp the typewriter. Yeah, that's actually pretty close to the color that the typewriters used to be when I took typing in school. Isn't that bright and cheery card? Okay, so then this piece, I'm just going to adhere this flat onto the Poppy Parade. Oops, upside down, but that doesn't matter for now. It would matter if I did that onto the card, but no, we're going to turn it around and then use dimensionals to pop this onto the card. There we go. So you can just kind of turn it at an angle. I'm going to kind of put it in the middle of the card at an angle. And then we're going to use the white embellishments. So if you get the kit and you don't get the embellishments, just use some embellishments that you've got. But if you put an order in of $75, you will get the embellishments. And I realized, oh no, there it is. I thought I missed putting a piece of basic white in. So I think I'm going to use one of these. So this one that says, I hope your day is filled with sunshine and rainbows. We'll use that on the inside of this card. And that can adhere to the inside. So that's the second card that will be in the kit. So this is a thank you card with a little sentiment on the inside. Isn't that pretty in the Poppy Parade in black? Okay, now the last card is in Pretty Peacock. So I've got the card base is Pretty Peacock. This is another piece. This is really cool designer series paper. It's all alphabet letters. So this is one, again, another one of those. You can use either side of this. I thought this was kind of cool. I'm going to trim it a little bit because it's too wide, but I cut it just so that the letter blocks were cut out, and then thought I'd trim it once I got it onto my piece of very vanilla cardstock. So there's so many ways that you can use this Just Your Type stamp set. It's just so much fun to make cards with it. Okay, so that can then adhere. This, I just love those little blocks of letters. Okay, that's for the inside. Now I cut out what will be in the kit. These are from the Nested Essential Dies. So I cut out, I believe this is the largest one in Pretty Peacock, and then the next size down in Very Vanilla. Now I'm going to take and stamp on a piece of basic white. Now I know I've got Very Vanilla going on here, but I've also got basic white. So I'm going to kind of mix them up a little bit. And I'm going to stamp, once I clean off my stamp, I'm going to stamp my my typewriter in Pretty Peacock, and we're going to cut it out. So we'll stamp it on the on the basic white, There are no dies for this. Oh yeah, Peg. Pretty Peacockus. I love Pretty Peacock. I loved it when it was around before, and I love it now. So there are no dies for this stamp set, so you can just take your paper snips and fussy cut around it. If you didn't want to fussy cut it, you could have, I guess I could have turned it, my die cuts sideways, and it would have fit. But I just thought this popped up on the die cuts would look nice. And again, I'm mixing the very vanilla and white together. So this is just going to adhere onto here. Now we do need a sentiment. So what shall we use for a sentiment on this one? So again, you can use the sentiments that you have. So this is going to go on kind of like that. So I think I'm just going to stamp the, where is it? It says for you. So we'll use the little for you sentiment. And again, we're going to kind of keep this one in Pretty Peacock. So I'm going to just stamp that right like that. Keep that open. All right, let's use some dimensionals to pop this up. So the orders placed between August 15th and August 31st will get this make and take kit. In 2 weeks' time, I will I'll do another one of these lives on a Thursday and show you how to put the cards together. I'm going to put that sideways. Maybe not. Trying to sort. I'll show you the cards that will be part of the next kit, so that you have an idea in advance. All right, we're gonna kind of doing things on an angle, and then let's use, what stamp set shall we use? Maybe we'll just use this little flower for the inside of the card. So there is a little flower. Not very good. You can do a better job of stamping it than I just did. Straight up and down. There we go. There we go. So this will go on the inside of the card. And then the last thing we'll do is we will use some of the Pretty Peacock embellishments for this one. I love these. These are so rich. There we go. Okay. There is. If you were a lid to glue, where would you be? There you would be. Put the lid on your glue. Okay. So these are the cards, again, that are part of the, thank you, the make and take kit that you will get with orders of $50 or more. And again, if you $75, and you will get the embellishments to go with them. Otherwise, you can just use the embellishments that you have. All right, everybody. I hope that you like this new program. Let me know what you think about it, and we'll see how it goes. We'll try it out for about 6 months or so, and then see how it goes. So, yeah, orders coming in. We'll get these make and take kits through the end of August. All right, now I will be live on Saturday, but it'll be a little later than I normally am, because I have a class on Saturday morning, and I will not be live on Sunday because I have to be away for the day. So you can join me Saturday, and then again on Tuesday for my make and take. All right, everybody, I hope you have a really great day, and we'll see you soon. Happy stamping.